The convention hall will come to order. We are now holding the 6th session of the 92nd Michigan FFA State Convention.
It was a sea of blue and gold across the campus of Michigan State University this past week as FFA chapters from across the state set out to dream big during the 92nd annual Michigan FFA State Convention. I'm Janelle Brose, and this is Farm News 5.
Farm News 5 is brought to you by Ford.
Over 2,000 students donning blue and gold jackets visited the campus of Michigan State University this week for the 92nd annual Michigan FFA State Convention. The state convention gives members the opportunity to participate in leadership workshops, attend contests, and earn individual and team awards, including the Star Awards, which were presented during the 6th convention session on Thursday evening.
Emma Woller from the Montague FFA chapter.
The Star in Agriscience was awarded to Emma Woller of Montague.
So my SAE consisted of conducting E. coli samples in a creek and then in Lake Michigan, and I ran a statistical analysis on whether it was safe to swim in Lake Michigan with E. coli. So there was a little controversy earlier in the year with our community with a CAFO that kind of moved into the area, and so a lot of citizens were concerned, and so I just kind of wanted to provide the data just to make sure that everyone was safe and that they had nothing to be concerned about. And my biggest takeaway would just be like the communication skills I learned through this whole process. So I worked with Grand Valley State University, and so just working with a university just like that, I really learned how to communicate and how to work with other partnerships.
Addie Battle from the Cass City FFA chapter.
Addie Battle of Cass City earned Star in Agribusiness honors.
So my SAE is a service learning SAE is my biggest. It's called Meeting the Need for Our Village, a nonprofit organization that focuses on bringing food equity to our community through empowering youth to raise high quality sources of protein. 5 years ago, we applied for a FFA Living to Serve grant and received that to kickstart our project. We started with 50 chickens donated to the food pantry, and since then we've made a $63,000 impact in the community through meat, milk, eggs, and lots of other high-quality sources of protein and some produce.
Andrew Neyer from the Alma FFA chapter.
Star in placement went to Andrew Neyer of Alma.
So for my SAE, I work on my family's dairy farm where we milk about 80 head of cattle, and we also raise another 900 to 1,000 head of heifers, and we also operate our own custom harvesting business. So I'm planning to attend MSU in the fall for dairy management and then transfer into agribusiness management. And then from there, I haven't quite decided if I want to stay at my family's farm or work somewhere else in the dairy industry, but definitely stay in the dairy industry.
Grant Geiger from the Ubly FFA chapter.
And Grant Geiger of Ubly FFA was recognized with a Star in Production.
So my SAE includes sugar beets, wheat, and black beans, and it also includes Holstein beef cattle and poultry chickens, and I sell the eggs, and then I raise up the beef cattle, and then I grow the crop from seed to harvest. So when I first started FFA, I was a little bit uncertain about it, but I just liked the background of like agriculture and leadership, and that was kind of something I wanted to do in my future. So joining FFA kind of like solidified my interest in it, and I learned that through FFA I can like accomplish what I want to become, so I kind of used it as a way to be what I am today and what I aspire to be.
If you want a car from a company that's been building them for 115 years, get a Ford. If you want a car with driver assist technology, get a Ford. You're gonna want a Ford.
FFA members spent the week dreaming big, reaching high, and working hard during the annual state convention held at Michigan State University March 4th through the 6th, including Webberville FFA's Dana Gorski.
One thing interesting about Webberville FFA is we are a very agricultural town, so we have a lot of people in our community that farm, and so we have a lot of community outreach, and it's really nice to get the community involved and stuff like that. Over the years, I think I've really grown as a leader. I have been an officer in my chapter, and I think it's just really helped me develop and come out of my shell as a person. I really enjoy state convention. I've competed in it for like the last 4 years, and so far this experience is really cool. I like state convention just to see what Michigan has done over this year, and I get to meet a lot of new friends, and it's really cool.
Make sure your wishes are carried out. Let Foster Swift create an estate plan that provides you peace of mind. Learn more at fosterswift.com.
More than 200 Michigan FFA members toured the state capitol Thursday as part of the Michigan FFA State Convention. Members learned the ins and outs of state government from Michigan Farm Bureau President Carl Bednarski and the state's legislative leaders.
So today we got to see the leadership of some of our senators and our representatives, and they talked about how when they were in high school they maybe didn't know where their life was going to go or what the future held for them. But through hard work and through opening some doors and having some opportunities, they got to the positions they have today. And our members are working on their leadership abilities, their confidence, their public speaking, their public relations, and how they could be in those same positions if that's what they want to do later on. We learned about leadership and having an open mind, and also caring about the agriculture industry and issues that are important to you.
I'm so grateful that the FFA kids could come here on an annual basis. It is really, really important for us to get as many people engaged and involved in our great republic that we have.
Also this week, Michigan Farm Bureau and the Michigan Foundation for Agriculture presented a $40,000 check to the Michigan FFA Association.
You are a special group of individuals. And with all that excitement that you have here at convention, I would challenge you. Don't leave it here. Or even when you graduate, don't leave it behind. Don't leave it in the pocket of that coat. Promote agriculture. Promote your enthusiasm for agriculture. Get involved.
And that's a wrap of our coverage from the 2020 Michigan FFA State Convention. For more news and video, visit MichiganFarmNews.com and the Michigan Farm Bureau channel on YouTube. With Farm News 5, I'm Janelle Brose. Have a great week of farming.